Courtney Bjorlin. I'm in the ASUG News Studio, sponsored by NTT Data. And I'm joined this morning by Eric Lillestolen and Rick Spire from Cisco. SAP's made several announcements this week aimed at lowering the barrier of entry to SAP HANA. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of those this morning as it relates to Cisco. So Eric, SAP formally announced this week TDI for networking in addition to TDI for storage. What does that mean?
Good question, very good question. So when SAP started this journey with HANA, the whole idea was an appliance, and the appliance was a specific configuration that fit into the customer's environment. A lot of customers just weren't ready to make that step. They'd made investment in major enterprise storage. So last year, SAP announced this new capability where you can implement HANA using your existing storage. It really helped to improve the TCO and that investment option. This year, SAP is announcing the new model for TDI, this tailored data center integration, which allows customers to use the networking that they already have in place. So now they can use the network that they've got, they can use the storage that they've got, and an investment in place. Really good for Cisco, because if you look at our appliance design, we designed that appliance right up in the front to fit into the anticipated TDI environment. We're really excited to see this happening because that's where our design strengths sit.
And Rick, this is really big news for SAP customers.
It is, and Eric talked a little bit about this, but 80% of the SAP customers that are out there today already have Cisco networking equipment. So what that means is that as long as they're meeting the certification requirements that are standardized by SAP for HANA, that now they can actually utilize the equipment that they have currently instead of having to go out and buy a whole lot more new equipment in order to try and meet the requirements that SAP's put on them. So from a customer standpoint, what does this mean? This means that it's probably going to lower their total cost of ownership, now from a storage standpoint and from a networking standpoint, and give easier or lower barriers for them to be able to get into the technology itself.
We really can't underestimate what big news this is in terms of lowering TCO and really encouraging adoption. So I understand there's been some more expansions in your server portfolio. Let's talk about a few of those.
Sure. We have a very broad portfolio to start with, a very strong offering for both the SAP HANA and the rest of the landscape. We're really excited about the new addition to our portfolio that's come now. It's available, we're selling it today. We're introducing a new 8-socket server to be able to move in, help our customers move into this SAP landscape, particularly around BW deployments, as well as this very strong suite on HANA application space.
So what does that mean for customers? Break it down for me, Rick.
That means that they can buy our equipment. so what it really means is this. So again, SAP set up some barriers for what they want to do from a suite on a HANA standpoint. They've encouraged customers, because of the transactional nature of suite on HANA, to move into the higher platforms, 8-socket platforms, in order to run this, run their software. So previously we did not have an 8-socket server. We've had very good products from a 2-socket and a 4-socket, which have been very, very good for for the customers that we had. But the customers have asked us specifically, in order to kind of get into this market, in order to be able to put the software on our equipment. And so as a result of that, we've listened to customers. We've kind of moved around in our business and said, look, if the customers are asking for this, we need to give it to them. So as a result of that, we've adopted the 8-socket server as well, and we put this out last week for that to be able to happen.
Very focused on the customers. I like that.
Absolutely.
So let's close out a little bit by talking about what this means from an architecture perspective for existing Cisco customers.
So for existing Cisco customers, this is going to fit into their landscape. We're bringing not only the hardware, but we're bringing the management tools that come with it. We're giving them the protection mechanisms around business continuity, and we're also working with the partners who are already the main partners in these customers' environments. So we're just bringing something, fitting it right into where they're already at. Very exciting.
Very exciting. So to sum up here, really lowering the barrier to entry here and making this easier for customers to make this journey. Thank you so much for joining me, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our coverage of SAP Tech Ed and Decode. Please tune to asugnews.com and asug.com for more customer stories.